Waters presents On the Box.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another edition of On the Box. We've got Miguel Esparza, the head of our Spanish ministry, with us today. He's going to be in the Foxhole. We'll be getting to him shortly.
So have you had a good day?
I've had a good day. Yeah.
So far,
it's been a good day. I've finalized the team assignments for the July Academy, put everybody in their place, starting to work on the room
so
assignments.
5 things happened?
5 things?
Well, you started down here, and I thought, well, this
Well, no, I just felt, no, it's
got the
a
one.
security thing. I just, jiggle my pinky when
So,
I'm nervous and don't know what to say.
The reason I asked you, how'd your day go, I was waiting for you to ask me how my day's been going.
How's your day been
I
going?
got a new bike.
No!
Yes!
Really?
Yes, Scotty borrowed
Didn't you
mine.
just get a new bike?
No, Scotty.
Scotty borrowed yours and crashed?
Yes, he smashed it.
didn't.
Yes, he did.
He did? No
He
way!
did. He rode 11 miles the other day on it. He's getting crazy.
And what did he do to the bike?
He fell off. He didn't hurt himself too bad.
Well,
He
that's
got
good.
his,
That's
got his
good that
hands.
Scotty
That's all I was
didn't hurt
worried
himself.
about. But he bent the rim, and I said, well, this is my opportunity to get a new bike. I said, don't get it fixed. But he went and got it fixed. So he can have that bike, and I've got a new one. Walmart. I love Walmart.
Walmart? Yeah. You're going to love Walmart soon here in Southern California once the grocery stores go on strike. That's where we'll be doing shopping!
Yes.
Strikes.
That's so stupid.
My goodness.
Yeah.
With the way the economy is right now, can you imagine?
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
striking?
So we're not getting enough
Wonderful.
money. We'll have a strike so we can paralyze the country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So go to Walmart, go to Whole Foods, go somewhere else. And
Yes.
if you are a grocery worker and you're part of the union, I'm sorry if I offended you, but I will cross your picket lines if I need to eat. Get over it. How else has the day been going?
It's been very good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I was out yesterday, out with my cross, and got to share the gospel with a couple of kids, which was neat. Usually when someone yells at me, and that happens often, it's usually negative, I yell back louder than they expect.
No.
I do. Come over here! And they usually don't. And then I recite Revelation 21:8, all cowards will have their part in the lake of fire, hoping that they'll turn around and come and engage in conversation without a weapon. But a couple of young men hollered something, and I couldn't make it out. And I said, come over here! And they said, okay. And they did.
Oh, heck cool.
So I'm getting ready. I'm figuring, well, I got this, 4-foot, 7 to 10 pound wooden cross. I'm okay. And they come with a baby pit bull.
They did?
Yeah, cute little puppy. They turned out to be Christians, and what they yelled from the car was, do you want some water?
Oh, and you thought they cussed at you or something.
Well, that's usually what happens, yeah. So, but the neat part of all of this is that I talked to them about our ministry, and I pulled out a couple of $1 trillion bills, and I handed it to them and said, we produce these. What's this? A gospel tract. What's a gospel tract?
Yeah.
They had never seen a gospel tract
That's
before.
because no one wants tracks from them because they're carrying a pit bull.
It was a cute pup. Pit bulls are good dogs if you don't train them to eat people.
Right.
Yeah.
So you don't know whether the trainers train them to eat people if you've got to approach someone with a pit bull.
Well, but at 4 weeks old, 6 weeks old,
Yeah,
they can't take that big a bite out of it.
Pinky,
Yeah,
a
sure.
pinky here and there.
Shake it off.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
We are doing our giveaway. For those of you who have missed the show the last couple of days, first, shame on you. Second, instead of giving away 3 prizes a day, we're going to give away 3 prizes a week. Contest runs Monday through Sunday afternoon. You can email us at onthebox@livingwaters.com. Full name, full address, and your zip code. Without that information, you ain't getting nothing from us because we don't have the time to go hunt you down and look up your address.
You ain't getting nothing.
That's right.
That's good English.
That was Californian.
That is.
That's Californian dialect with a little bit of southern drawl and some
Y'all.
New Zealand in there too. I'm trying. Where was I? We're talking about the giveaway. Grand prize this week is the hardcover edition of the Evidence Bible. Second prize is the textbook for the School of Biblical Evangelism. Third prize is 5 packs of $1 trillion bills.
Packs of cigarettes. Yes, months of
5 packs of Marlboro Lights. And we got the grown-up behind us now.
Oh, yeah, be careful
He didn't
with that
like me saying
cigarette
that.
stuff.
Yeah. Well, Ray started it. Ray brought it up. Just following my leader. 5 packs of $1 trillion bills. You can enter once, please. I don't care how many people are in your house. Individual email addresses, not 6 or 7 different names under the same email address. You cannot stack the deck. I delete your emails. Yeah. And we'll be announcing the winner on next Monday's show, and we'll start the contest again and announce the prizes for next week.
Go through this again
We'll
next
go
week.
through this again. Ray, we got a little upset
Oh, you did.
Okay,
So
all
I
right,
don't
all
even-
right, fine. I got a little upset yesterday because in Sweden they want to ruin the lives of preschool children, ages 1 through 5, by telling them there's no such thing as boys and girls, but only friends and thems.
Yes.
Yeah, and we ended the show yesterday saying that Major League Baseball is doing something not entirely the same, but a little bit similar.
Worse.
Well, yeah, well,
So you're a big baseball
how
fan.
many baseball fans we have out there? Okay, see all of them.
I'm not one. I know
you like- you like,
I know a bit about
English
baseball,
football.
but I haven't even got a racket, so I don't play baseball. Karen. We went to a baseball game once, and
Yeah.
we noticed it got so boring. People started playing with a ball in the audience. They would
The beach ball?
toss it around
That's
because it
part
was
of the tradition.
That's right, and you go and
Beach
get a hot dog
balls, Dodger dogs.
because either that or you go to sleep.
You know,
It's pretty slow baseball, although it's a great game.
it is known as a pastoral game. It gives time for reflection.
It gives time to
and
grow a beard.
analysis.
Oh,
It is a
beard.
great game.
It is.
It's not unlike law enforcement. Working patrol was 7 hours and 58 minutes of boredom for 2 minutes of sheer terror, and you just never knew when the 2 minutes were coming.
That's good.
Okay, well, that's
So-
worth the wait.
Yeah, but I'll go out for a walk. You call me back when the terror starts.
Right. When was the last time you were to a baseball game?
1991, I think, in Angel
91?
Stadium. We went up to the nosebleeds.
Yes, they were cheap back then. I remember that.
We were terrified as a family. We hadn't been that so high. We're from New Zealand. It was just. It was
Wait, but you're from the South Island where all the mountains are.
we didn't get onto the mountains like we did up that day. It was just so up high. It was amazing. That's when we
We're
watched
going to
people
have to take
playing.
you to a game.
Yeah,
We're gonna have to take you
I'd
to a
probably
game.
like that. I went
Would you?
went to a Green Bay Packers.
It's expensive. It costs like
I went-
$700 for a family of 5 to go to a Dodger game now. But
That's why they're going bankrupt.
but you went.
Yeah, I went to a Green Bay Packers game with Mark Spence, and that was freezing. I had probably about 15 pocket warmers around my feet and hands, and it was cold.
Did you say pocket warmers?
Pocket warmers.
Is that what they're called in New Zealand?
Oh, what do you call them?
I don't know. I don't know what a pocket warmer
Well, it's
is.
because you live in California, so those little things that keep you warm in your pockets, and you hold on to them, they heat by themselves. You know what you're talking about. You haven't got any
I
idea.
don't know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, that's because you don't need them here.
That's because baseball is a summer game. You don't have to worry about muffins and mittens and pocket warmers. And
Muffins and mittens, and says I'm from San Francisco.
hey, I'm going out to 3rd Street Promenade Saturday. I'll be out there from 11 to 3. Please don't let me be alone. Trying to form an evangelism team. And
You're it.
I'm it. Well, that's usually the case.
It is.
I don't have your
deal with it.
accent. I don't have your 30 years of experience. And people
most
love
of
to
them-
hate you and people hate to hate me.
But a lot of
so-
my open air preaching in Christchurch, when I went for 12 years each day, was by myself.
yourself?
Yeah,
Drug
you
your
just-
kids out there,
you
like
just
I
have-
do?
Yeah,
They
you
were
just have
my
to get.
Renacron.
Yeah, they come to watch you get beaten up.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is.
Now, when Daniel was little, did he ever, when you're driving out there to the square, did he ever say, "Daddy, are we going to watch you burn today"?
No,
Did
he
ever
didn't
anything
say
like
that.
that?
No, he
okay.
says, "Can I have some fish and chips or something when we're there?"
All right. I said the time, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., Saturday, 3rd Street Promenade. I will be out there, and I hope to see some of you. Make sure to approach with your hands in the air, showing the palms that are empty. That way I know you're friendly.
Look for the man with a pit bull.
Pitbull. All right, so this came out of WorldNet Daily. Chicago Cubs go to bat for kids' homosexuality. The perennial also ran Chicago Cubs have created a video encouraging homosexuality in kids, telling viewers the Chicago Cubs celebrate you for who you are, gay or straight. The video features co-owner Laura Ricketts, a lesbian, manager Mike Quaid, pitcher Ryan Dempster, first base coach Bob Dernier, you know all these folks, and players Marlon Byrd and Darwin Barney.
So
According,
these aren't famous players. These are just
you know,
homosexuals.
I don't recognize any of these names, but I'm not a big Cubs fan. Phil Johnson with Grace to You, John MacArthur's church, is a huge Cubs fan. He worked for Moody Press for a while. And,
Oh, so he lived
and he's
over there.
very offended by this. In fact, I got this story from him off of Twitter.
What's he going to do about it?
I don't know. Go to a Dodger game, I guess,
Hmm.
instead of a Cub game. According to the Chicago Tribune, the Cubs are the second Major League Baseball team to jump on the bandwagon of a campaign called It Gets Better, following none other than the San Francisco Giants.
What color's the uniform?
What uniform? Of the Cubs?
Hmm.
Cubs is blue
Are
with
they
the
going,
red. and-
going pink?
Oh, now, Ray.
They probably will.
Look, baseball players are not as big as football players, but there's some big boys playing baseball. So and they carry bats. Although you should never bring a bat to a gunfight, they do carry bats. Critics, however, say they wonder just where the team and its players will be for those who pursue a homosexual lifestyle and later develop one of the consequences, such as a related health problem, HIV, AIDS, something like that.
Do you know,
So
that's the problem when we protest some of these things. We say, these are the consequences. No, it's primarily a sin against God.
Yes.
That's what we need to go for.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah, the conscience.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, all right, we're not going to spend a whole lot of time on that, but we teased that yesterday, and we want to get to Miguel Esparza, Supreme Allied Commander of all things Spanish here at Living Waters. And Miguel, how you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing good, thank you.
All right, settle down.
I can hear your knees squeaking, Miguel.
He ain't that old. Miguel, how old are you?
I am...
You're about to lie to me. You're looking to the right, and you're trying to come up with an answer.
I'm past 35 now.
You're a man. You're not supposed to worry about what your age is. How old are you?
I am 44 years old.
Well, that's way past 35. Why didn't you say I'm past 40?
I was going to say I'm past 35 and under 45.
You're a young-looking 44.
He's
great.
Don't you think?
Yes.
But that's not why we're here.
Yes.
Who does your hair? No. Expolite 2011.
Yes.
You and Alan went to Expolite. How was that? And what was that for our viewers who don't know?
Expolite is one of the largest Spanish Christian conventions that is held in Miami, Florida every year in the spring. And it just brings together a whole group of different type of ministry, churches, production companies, magazines, TV networks, radio networks, all Christian oriented within the Spanish community, and a series of events also happen there. They have keynote speakers, etc. But it's just a great opportunity to go and meet other ministries and have an opportunity to network with other ministries, and just in general tell the Hispanic community about what we do here at Living Waters and our Spanish language outreach.
So what is the state of biblical evangelism in Latin American countries?
You know what? I have bad news and good news, but let me give you the bad news first. The bad news is that unfortunately, the feedback that I've got from many people that I spoke that were attending from different countries of Latin America is that unfortunately, the message of prosperity message is heading all the way down to South and all the way of Latin America. I mean, it's catching on, and that's obviously a great concern. But the good news is that I spoke with different people, pastors, everyday people that from different countries in Peru, Argentina, Colombia, just an array of people, and I was very blessed because they all have that fire of evangelism, and they were telling me the different things that they're doing in their communities and their churches, and how biblical evangelism is catching on in all of Latin America. And this may not be a coincidence. This is the third year that we attend Expolite, and it was definitely a blessing to hear some of those testimonies and the desire of some of these people to go and do biblical evangelism in their native countries.
Now, did you have an opportunity to talk to people there at Expolite who they just had the proverbial light bulb go on when they looked at the Spanish version of God Has a Wonderful Plan for Your Life, or any testimonies like that where this is what's missing?
Definitely. I mean, I spoke with literally hundreds of people, and talking actually to a few pastors, and I think I was talking to you about that earlier, but you know, as I was telling them how the message of prosperity and healing and God has a wonderful plan has overtaken many churches basically, and that they've forgotten to preach that we serve a holy and a righteous God, that because He's holy and righteous, He's going to require righteousness from us, and that we need to be right standing, and we need to be teaching people of God's holiness and teaching people that they need to repent from their sins. So in one specific occasion, I didn't realize I was talking to a pastor of a large church, I believe there in South Florida, and he basically told me that God has been putting that in his heart to return to preach a holy and a righteous God, and that day that what I was preaching to him or sharing with him was really a confirmation, and he really almost broke down in tears, and we had a time of prayer with him, and it was just a blessing that us just being there, being able to share what we do here at Living Waters, you know, was a blessing for that pastor, and that now he's going to go back to his church, and he's going to go back to true, you know, to preaching the true gospel of Jesus Christ.
All right. Now, we told our folks yesterday that we're going to have a pretty big announcement today, and it was going to come from you. Ray really built it up as huge.
What was it?
Well, we're about to find out.
Well, let's see.
So knock it out of the park.
Well,
What's happening? What's up? What's coming up next?
Don't send us
the
a
official announcement. What is it?
No curveball.
Yeah, the official announcement, and we're really, really very excited about this, is that for the first time, we are now going to launch, and we're going to have the premiere of the Spanish version of The Way of the Master under the name of Los Pasos del Maestro on Enlace TV network, which is the Spanish Christian network. It's the largest Spanish Christian network in all of the United States and in Latin America. So for the first time, we're premiering Los Pasos del Maestro in Enlace network this Tuesday, and put that on your calendar. This Tuesday, July the 5th, at 7 o'clock Pacific time, will be the official premiere and debut of the show in the Spanish community, and it will be a great blessing, Tony, because it's going to be an opportunity for all this Hispanic communities, not only here in the United States, but in all of Latin America, that they're going to really hear this message of biblical evangelism. And I'm very excited I'm very excited of what God is going to do with this message, and I just have a great expectation.
All right, in about a minute or so, what's up next for our Spanish language outreach?
Well, our overall goal is to basically mirror what we're doing in Living Waters Ministry to the Spanish ministry. So we still have, although we've already officially launched the ministry to the Hispanic world and the Way of the Master, we still have some other resources, tracks, and other resources, that books and audio that we still need to translate to Spanish. So that's one of the big objectives to get done the second half of the year. And also, we're going to be working with other TV networks and radio outlets to also premiere The Way of the Master in Spanish starting in January of 2012.
All right. Hey,
just briefly.
You're going to do it, or am I? Because if he's going to keep appearing on the show, he needs something.
Yeah. You mentioned it, I was going to mention something else, but it is important if he's going to mirror the ministry.
Well, yeah. Miguel, if we do plan on having you on the show, on a regular basis to give us updates. But, buddy, if you're going to join Ray and I, you got to get a mustache. All right, you got to get the Don Juan Zorro kind of mustache.
I've been seriously considering that. In fact, my wife asked me about that, and she mentioned it. So I'm going to do an effort to the next time that I'm on the box. I'll see what I can do with that.
I can see it pushing through already. It's wanting to come out. It's trying to come out.
Yeah.
Well, I just shaved this morning, but let's give it a few weeks.
Okay, I mean, Italians and Latins and Hispanics, Mexicans, they're supposed to be able to grow mustaches pretty quick. So,
Miguel, just very briefly, what did you do before you came on board here?
I worked in the private industry. I was a senior project manager for a major shipping company for the past 11 years, and
you can say the company. I don't think they'll sue us.
Yeah, I worked at FedEx actually for 11 years. And it was just a blessing that God was preparing me there to get involved in managing major projects for corporations. That I'm thankful that God gave me that training, because now I'm able to manage and direct the Spanish ministry here at Living Waters.
And you do it fast, which is what I like too. Overnight. Get things done overnight. Hey, there's
that's a lot of pressure now. Is that going to go from all the departments?
Yeah, of course.
Things done overnight?
Yeah, but
I'm not coming home.
It's a given. There's one part of baseball I do really like.
We're back to baseball.
Yeah, I just got it. So that I know it's just depressing when you've got a sport you love and someone says it's boring, it's horrible. It's a game. No, listen. I've seen it on television. I love it. It's called Baseball Highlights. It's it's faster. I like it. That's how I like it.
We got to get you out to a game.
I'd like that.
Glove? We need to start playing catch in the back parking lot, away from all the windows of the cars.
I'll tell you who's a good catcher. It's my wife, Sue. She's a great catcher. I'm not kidding. You throw anything at her, she'll catch it.
Oh, I thought you were going to say she caught you.
Yeah, she did.
Okay.
That's a great catch.
124 shows, you start to anticipate the punchline. Okay. All right. From that very positive segment with Miguel, we're going to share with you a video that's gone viral. Maybe you've seen it. I think our friends over at Wretched have shown it. And but it's a video of a couple of girls who were caught stealing, and what they thought of the whole ordeal.
And if you're blonde, no offense.
Okay.
Okay, so what happened here yesterday? I understand what happened. Basically, me and my friend Stephanie, we needed some money. We saw a girl selling Girl Scout cookies. We saw an envelope with money in it, and I grabbed it, and she drove away.
Why did you do it?
Because we needed money. We just wanted money.
What did you need the money for?
Just for anything. We didn't have any money. and it was just the easy way of getting money.
But you do realize, I mean, you're going to be charged with a crime.
Oh, I was already charged with the crime, and actually because I should have kept that money if they charged me with all the charges I just got.
But does it worry you? I mean, that you committed a misdemeanor?
Well, there's nothing I can do about it now, but...
What about the people who would say, all right, it's one thing to steal money, it's another thing to do it from a 9-year-old girl selling Girl Scout cookies?
I mean, money's money. I mean, I feel bad it was a 9-year-old girl, but there was $150 in that envelope, and I wanted that money, and it was mine. I just want to say that I'm sorry for offending the Girl Scout organization, but other than that, that's it.
I mean, some people might say I heard one person in our newsroom call it heartless to steal money from a 9-year-old girl. I mean,
it's not her money. A 9-year-old girl was selling it, but it's not like she was gonna make that money, so it doesn't really bother me. The only thing that bothers me is my charges now.
What was the other crime that you had been charged with?
Domestic battery.
Pretty much we just saw the Girl Scouts with their little table, and me and my friend were like, let's get that money that's in that envelope. Because it was just sitting on the table, and it was her and her mom, and her mom wasn't really paying attention. She was yapping to some lady, and the girl was just sitting there by herself. And so my friend goes into Winn-Dixie. I was waiting outside of here, like ready to leave. So she grabs the envelope, she snatched it really quick, she ran to my car, and we left, and we parked, and we split the money.
Why did you do it?
I mean, who doesn't like money? I mean, I don't know.
But it's a crime.
I know it's a crime, but it was an easy crime. It was easy. It was sitting right there. I mean, there's a lesson learned now, but I didn't think I was gonna get caught for it like that. I wasn't really aware of the cameras or anything. I didn't think about it. Didn't really think.
What's the lesson you say that you could learn out of this?
Probably not to get caught, or maybe not to steal.
I mean, do you have any remorse about stealing from a 9-year-old girl?
Right now, no, because I'm kind of because I have charges and we had to give the money back anyway, so now I'm pretty
But I mean, some people might say it's, not the nicest thing to do to steal money from a child, especially a Girl Scout selling cookies.
Well, I don't know. Money's money, and it doesn't really matter to me. I don't feel sadness for that little girl. I mean, she's getting a lot of money right now from people who feel bad for her, so whatever.
What were you going to use the money for?
Probably for gas. Just for gas money and like my cigarettes and stuff, I don't know.
Are you worried about the misdemeanor charges?
Yes, I'm very worried. I'm worried that they might come back up a month later and I'm gonna have cops knocking on my door for a warrant. So those people over there, I'm very
Anything else you want to say? Or?
Not really.
Steve, do you have any questions?
No, you said you had to give the money back. Did you spend any of it before?
Oh, I spent $50 on gas. I filled up my gas tank and that's it. But I was planning on buying like a necklace and all this stuff and a new phone. But now I guess not. We should have at least got to keep the money.
Well, Ray.
Dumb kids.
You know what? I don't think they're dumb. I think they're depraved.
Yeah, dumb, depraved, destitute, anything.
You know, there are probably a lot of our viewers who think that these girls are somehow unusual. But, I mean, you could talk to kids like that at any mall, 3rd Street Promenade, Huntington Beach, any given day. You know what? And if you're a Christian parent out there and you're dropping your 12-year-old girl off at a mall so the mall can babysit your baby from 5 in the evening till 10 or 11 o'clock at night, shame on you!
Yikes.
What are you thinking?
You know, those girls might like to do a few convalescent homes too, because they're easy money. That's just stupid.
Well, you know what? I was thinking about it, and
you were?
Well, I was. Just when I wasn't thinking about baseball, I was thinking about it. You know, I'm sure some of our atheist friends would say these girls are wrong. They should have never have done that. Shouldn't be stealing from anyone, let alone a 9-year-old Girl Scout. Okay, but the obvious question is, on what basis do they say it's wrong based on their worldview?
There's no basis.
They don't have any basis. They have to take wood from the Christian worldview woodpile in order to build their fire to make a case against these girls for what they've done. So if they were your daughters, now you have a very lovely daughter who would never do anything like this. If they were your daughters,
we spanked the foolishness out of our kids when they were real little, so the foolishness left them when they were little.
Yeah.
Just gentle spankings that didn't leave any marks.
but an impression.
Left an impression on the place designed for that particular purpose, and it's biblical to do so. And if you don't do that, kids are going to grow up foolish, and the epitome of foolishness is atheism.
Yeah, and again, with all seriousness, especially to our Christian viewers, you know what? Don't be throwing your children to the wolves. These girls probably established their worldview not only in a public school, but out there at the mall, out there hanging out with their friends with no parental supervision.
You know what would be a good interview? The
that?
Parents of those kids.
I'd love to interview the parents. Yeah. But you know what? While it might not be true, when I was working juvenile crime, I ran into kids like that all the time. Yeah. And then I ran into their parents, and then I realized why their kids were the way they were. I referred to it as job security. Yeah. Because the parents were no different than their kids. They weren't raising children, they were raising buddies.
You reproduce of your own kind.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, good, better, and otherwise, huh? Yeah. All right. We only got about a minute left. I really don't want to get into our next segment. I kind of want to leave that for tomorrow.
Tease it.
Oh, you want me to tease it?
Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow we're going to introduce you to one of our state reps, actually.
Oh, wow, that's going to be great.
TJ and Kelly Wilder.
Are they here?
They're not here. No, but we're going to introduce them through their report that they gave. They went to a large Christian concert called Ixus out there somewhere on a farm.
Don't give too much.
Don't give too much? In Kentucky. And
you won't believe what they said.
You won't believe what happened and what they gave away and what some of the responses were from Christians, and so we will we'll share that with you tomorrow. Teaser. Any parting words before I send us off?
Yeah, say goodbye.
Goodbye. No. On behalf of Ray and Miguel, we want to thank you for joining us on today's show. Hey, if you have any questions, what I think about Christian parents who send their kids to malls and leave them alone, email us at ontheboxoflivingwaters.com. Love to chat. Until then, be encouraged, strengthened, and unafraid. Proclaim the gospel.
Amen.
Living Waters presents On the Box.